What's up, Grognards? Sam here, and I am back with another unboxing. This time around, we're going to be opening up an Illumineer's Trove from Disney's Lorcana, Reign of Jafar. Super excited about this. I always love the Troves. They're one of my favorite products. I have at least one from each set, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. Lots of really cool stuff in Reign of Jafar, of course, with the announcement of rotation and some of the new formats revealed for World Championships and such. It's an exciting time for Lorcana. They're kind of getting into uncharted territory in a lot of ways, including the introduction last set, of course, of the dual ink cards, which of course we're going to be getting more of in Reign of Jafar. Some cards to kind of keep an eye out for, stuff like Namari, Raya, Goofy, Lilo, Into the Unknown, some really cool stuff in the set, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it has to offer players, but mostly just checking out the cards, getting a look at the art, seeing if we can pull an Enchanted or any of those kind of chase cards that I just mentioned. Regardless, should be a fun time. If you are interested in picking up any of the new Reign of Jafar products, of course, you can head over to grognardgames.com or Grognard Games Roselle or Batavia, and soon Grognard Games Algonquin, which will be opening at the end of June, beginning of July. Really looking forward to getting that new store open for you all. It's going to be a fun experience, really just a wonderful shopping experience, lots of goodies, lots of stuff that we don't currently carry at either other Grognard Games location. So we're going to be getting some stuff on the shelves, including Pokemon and some Gunpla and other really fun, cool stuff, toys, collectibles, in addition to new games, which we're really excited to show off as well. There will be a small space, of course, for in-person gaming, but the store itself will be aimed more at that kind of retail shopping experience, as well as having a lot of our inventory there for shipping and that sort of stuff as well. So we're really looking forward to getting that open, getting a whole new community into gaming, and also, of course, still having tables for gaming, just not necessarily quite as many as we have in Roselle, for instance. But we're really looking forward to getting that off the ground, and you'll be hearing a lot more about that in the coming weeks. In the meantime, of course, head to either location for all of your gaming needs, whether it's TCG supplies or cards, miniatures, etc. We've got you covered. We also have a wide selection of singles, not only Magic the Gathering, but also Disney Lorcana and Star Wars Unlimited. So you can always check out our full inventory on the website, put together your wants, and order that online and come in and pick it up in the store. Of course, have it shipped directly to your door, especially if you spend over $100, you'll get free shipping, which is pretty sweet. And we also have a lot of other products coming in all the time, new stuff, fun stuff, whether it's, of course, Warhammer or the new War Machine stuff from Steamforged, which is super cool. We got you covered there. We've got Bolt Action, which has been picking up steam. All the new Star Wars Legion stuff that's coming out. Our Legion community was out in force last night. I'm recording this on a Friday night, and they were having a great time. We had a Star Wars Legion tournament recently. Of course, we also have a Star Wars Shatterpoint League coming up soon. So lots of fun events. You can take a look at our new event calendar on the website. Again, there's one website to rule them all now. grognardgames.com will get you everything that you need. Events for both locations, products for both locations. So it's just your one-stop shop for anything and everything Grognard Games, including the upcoming Algonquin location. So be sure to check all of that out. All right, I think I've said enough. Let's head on over. Let's do a little unboxing, a little pack opening, and see what we got. Look at this beautiful Grognard Games mat. Of course, you know me, I'll always talk about this. Our friends at Jank Mats put this together. Super cool. We love it. We love being able to have these in the store for you to pick up, play your games on them. A lot of fun. Of course, we also have our Grognard Games branded dice. I got the purple and gray here. These are the old ones, as I mentioned before. The new ones are around somewhere. We're going to roll it off. Look at that. Double threes. We got a 6. Let's open up the Reign of Jafar Illumineer's Trove. Again, I love the Troves. They are one of my favorite products from Disney Lorcana. I just love the idea that we're getting a nice little storage box. We're getting card dividers. We're getting damage counter dice. We're getting a little lore counter. And, of course, 8 booster packs, which is exactly what we're looking to crack open and take a look at here. So let's get started. Beautiful Illumineer symbol. The art direction for this set is out of this world. When I was at Gamma and they were showing off the boxes back in February, I was like, oh my gosh, this might be the coolest looking, art direction that they've done thus far. I love it. I mean, we got the cream here, which is, whatever, but, the red and the gold, it just looks so cool. And of course is, right up Jafar's alley, but it just looks really great. It makes so much of this artwork pop, which is awesome. Ravensburger continues to do a great job with the art direction for Lorcana. Put that right over there. And I have to say, I continue to just be a fan. I recently got my partner Jessica into the game, which is super exciting. We're going to get my daughter in soon as well, I think. So looking forward to kind of playing some nice kitchen table Lorcana soon. Open this up, and inside, here we got our dividers and our little paper wrapper here. Open these up, take a look at them. Looks like they are done by Ink Color this time around. Oh yeah, we got Tiana there on the amber, and we've got Jiminy Cricket on the amethyst, on the emerald. You know what, guys? I'm stumped. I don't actually know who that is or what the name for that is, so you're going to have to school me in the comments. We got the cat here on the ruby. Is that Geppetto's cat from Pinocchio? Man, I am failing big time. We got the wardrobe on Sapphire from Beauty and the Beast, and there we got Iago chilling on the steel. And check that out. All right, so there are our little card dividers. Toss that paper wrapper. Don't need that. And then check out our little damage counter dice, done in a stunning gold and red, a glittery gold and red. Really liking those. Thinking they're looking pretty cool. A closer look at them. Yeah, great damage counter dice. Actually, for my birthday, I was gifted some damage counter dice from Burger Token, which was pretty cool. Jess got me those, along with crocheting me a dragon's egg dice bag. So look for that in stores. I'll show it off at some point, maybe on the channel here, as well as some Lorcana tokens, because like I said, we've been playing a lot lately. So, and then we got the Jafar lore counter, the little dial, which is very cool. Take a look at that art. And yeah, my focus is out of whack today, so that's gonna be fun. Anyway, let's get to it here now with our 8 packs. We got Jafar, we got Minnie, we got Rapunzel. Start at the very top, right, and get going, see what we can find in here. Looking, of course, for some legendaries, looking for an enchanted. Obviously, it would be the big one, but there's plenty of other great cards in this set, and I'm really looking forward to playing with some of them soon. So starting off with Wilhelmina Packard, the radio operator, 3/4, 3 cost, 1 lore. And we got Calhoun, Bodyguard. A loot drop. When this character is banished, gain 1 lore. Also has got 2 lore on there. Wreck-It Ralph is a favorite of ours around here, so we dig that one a lot. And she's looking pretty cool. 4/5, 2 lore, 6 cost. We got the Royal Guard, which is a 1 cost, 1/2, 1 lore. Heavily armed. Whenever you draw a card, this character gains Challenger +1 this turn. Not bad, especially for a 1 drop. Anita Radcliffe. So we're looking at a little 101 Dalmatians action now. I like that art. That's very cute. What's going on? My focus here. Come on, camera. I'll take care of you. When you play this character, you may give chosen puppy character resist 1 until start of your next turn. Not bad for a 3/3, 3 drop. More. Genie, Satisfied Dragon, Bug Catcher. During your turn, this character gains evasive. Very nice. We got Mushu, Fast Talking Dragon. Let's get this show on the road. Exert, chosen character gains Rush this turn. Nice. Look at the Blue Fairy, Dual Ink, Amethyst and Sapphire. Evasive. Support, 2/2, 2 drop. Not bad. Blue Fairy's looking pretty good there. Nice tool for Blurple. We got Amber and Amethyst here. Pua with 2/2, 3 drop, 1 lore. Bodyguard, free fruit. Whenever this character is banished, you may draw a card. Nice. Rolly, look at that. We got Amber Sapphire support. Adorable Antics. When you play this character, you may put a character card from your discard into your Inkwell face down and exerted. Clawhauser, Front Desk Officer, Bodyguard. Singer 4. Not a bad card, actually. You got a 3 drop, 3 cost rather, 1/4, and 2 lore. I'm digging Clawhauser, not bad. Nani, Heist Mastermind. Stick to the Plan. Oh, this is interesting. Look at that artwork. They're clearly, you know, outside of, looks like Jafar's palace, maybe. There's a cobra in front of her. Lilo's ducking down. Loving that. Way to tell the story with the art. Very, very cool. And we have an uncommon Blue Fairy Cold Foil. Looking pretty good. And, or just foil rather, not cold foil. And then, of course, getting the story on these cards in the back. This is part 12. So we'll have to put those together and see what our story is for the reign of Jafar. Basically, Jafar's a bad dude. He wants to take over, you know, into story, right? Next up, we got He Who Steals Runs Away. Banished chosen item, draw a card. You know, I didn't do this how I normally do this, so I should probably get things a little more organized here. What am I doing? Our rares, our uncommons, and then our commons here. All right, now let's see here. That we got a common Perdita on the lookout, keeping watch while you have a puppy character in play. This character gets +1 defense. Not bad, not bad at all. Bruno Madrigal. Standing tall, when you play this character, chosen opposing character can't ready at the start of the next turn. Always a good one. Of course, it's 4 cost, but you know, it's also a common. So the Mouse Queen, 4 cost, 3/6, 1 lore. Magic Carpet, like in this card, 3 cost, 2/4. Has Vanish, which is when an opponent chooses this character for an action, banish them. Also has 2 lore and Spectral Force. Your other illusion characters gain Challenger +1. This is a good card, especially for a common there. We got Brutus, Fearsome Crocodile. Again, we're getting that, you know, that artwork in the background, really leaning into the set and the story of the set, which is pretty sweet. Liking that a lot. Yeah. First uncommon is going to be Alma Madrigal. The miracle is you. Once during your turn, whenever one or more of your characters sings a song, you may ready those characters. Not bad. He's a 6 cost, 5/5, 2 lore. Not that. Louis, 1 cool duck. Spring the Trap. While this character is being challenged, the challenging character gets -1. Nice. All right. She's your person. From Bolt. Choose 1, remove up to 3 damage from chosen character. Remove up to 3 damage from each of your characters with Bodyguard. Not bad for a 1 cost. It's going to go in Amber Steel. Yeah, that could see some play. Ooh, look at this. We got our first little ultra rare here. It is Bruno Madrigal. I believe this is the one that's in the starter deck as well. It's got Shift 5, a Bright Future. Whenever this character sings a song, you may draw a card for each character you have in play. Not bad. 7 cost, uninkable, 3/7, 2 lore. I mean, it's a great card. It's a high cost, but, you know, you get it out on Shift. Not bad. And we do have our first legendary, and it is Radigan. This is actually, you know, one of the cards that I know folks are going for. I believe even recently in an article I was reading, they ranked it like a top 5 card, you know, one of the more underrated cards in the set. You're getting 4 lore. It is an 8 cost, but it is inkable, 6/7. It's got ward. A time runs out at the end of your turn. If you didn't put any cards into your inkwell this turn, banish this character. So obviously there is, you know, it's an in-game sort of card anyway, so I don't know how much that's going to necessarily, you know, come into play, but still interesting. Again, the card looks magnificent, and if I could just get my camera to work with me here. But yeah, that spot varnishing is so good. I love it. And then for our foil card, we have a common Bobby Purple Pigeon, and we got part 14 in the story. Open up our first Rapunzel pack here. We got Chaka Junior Chipmunk, which is a common. We're going to start going through these a little quicker here. Darling Dear, Beloved Wife, very nice. How sweet. When you play this character, chosen character gets +2 lore this turn. Of course, it's 5 costs, but it's 4/4. It's not bad, not bad. Potispell, Magica's brother. Anna, we can do this together. When you play this character, if you have a character named Elsa in play, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Not bad. I mean, 3 cost common with 2 lore, 2/2. That's a pretty good common there. Something that blue could use. A 1 cost dump truck, Carnage's second mate. 0/1, let me at him. When you play this character, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character. It's just, I see it. Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna, yeah. Lumiere, Nimble Candelabra, 1/1. 2 costs, but also 2 lore. Quick step. While you have an item card in your discard, this character gains evasive. Not bad, not bad at all. First uncommon is going to be Madam Mim Rhino. I was just having a chat with store regular Andrew last night about the hope that all the Madam Mim cards would go away when rotation starts and wouldn't be necessarily reprinted in Fabled or subsequent sets. We'll see what happens there. But the Rhino, Shift 2, make way coming through. When you play this character, banish her or return another chosen character of yours to your hand. So obviously playing into the Mim antics that we all know and love. I mean, 6 costs, but she's Shift 2, 6/5, 1 lore. I mean, yeah, that card's definitely going to see some play, you know, and the fact that it's red purple, I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, 2 colors that really needed an extra weapon. Roquefort Lock Expert, 2 cost, 2/2, safekeeping. Whenever this character quests, you may put chosen item into its player's inkwell face down and exerted. And we got Light the Fuse, deal 1 damage, chosen character for each exerted character you have in play. Not bad. It's a 1 cost. All right, I'm digging that one. Nathaniel Flint, Notorious Pirate. Predatory Instinct. You can't play this character unless an opposing character was damaged this turn. All right. 2 cost, 3. Not bad. Steel's doing all right there. Wrong Lever. Choose one. Return chosen character to their player's hand, or put a card named Pull the Lever from your discard on the bottom of your deck to put chosen character on the bottom of their player's deck. Okay. And then we got Cusco, Impulsive Llama, green, purple, Floodborn King, shift, normally a 7 cost. What does this do? When you play this character, each opponent chooses one of their characters and puts that card on the bottom of their deck, and then each opponent may draw a card. All right, 5/5/2 lore. Again, shift 4, so not bad. I think I put the other one there. That's fine. All right, 19 for our story card. Now, I'm going to start going through these a little bit quicker. I like to keep these videos nice and digestible. So we're not going to read everything on these next few. We'll get through this. We've got the March Hare. Look at that. Mirabelle Madrigal. When you play this character, you may reveal a song card in your hand to gain 1 lore. 1 cost. 2, 1 lore. Okay, all right. Nero, Fearsome Crocodile. We already saw this one. And then we've got the Wardrobe. Perceptive Friend. Exert. Choose and discard an item. Draw 2 cards. All right. And we got General Lee. He's got Resist 1. And then we got Gaston. You play this character, you may banish one of your items to give chosen character +2 this turn. All right. Don Carnage. All right. Not bad. Madame Medusa. Double cross. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to another chosen character of yours. To return a chosen character would cost 2 or less to their player's hand. Then we got Patch. Look at that. Puppy. Jiminy Cricket. We got another legendary. Look at that. And it's Pinocchio. Not bad, Mr. Pinocchio. Strings attached, evasive. Only characters with evasive can challenge, of course. Got to keep real quiet. Once during your turn, whenever you ready this character, you may draw a card. Nice. 4 cost, 0/4, 2 lore. I mean, this could definitely. This is a good card for purple. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I don't necessarily know how often you're going to see it in decks. I am by no means a strategist or expert when it comes to Lorcana, but I like the look of it. It feels like it's probably going to be, somewhere in the top 20 there, right? And then, what do I know? And then I've got a common foil, Lafayette. And then we have an art card here. Looks like Aladdin on some sort of... Oh, it's the, the tubes things. I got nothing. Anyway, moving right along. Let's see here. So 2 legendaries in a trove. Not bad. That might be all of our pack luck. We'll see. Tramp for our first common. Mirabelle Madrigal again. Rider. Fleet-footed Infiltrator. Very nice. The Wardrobe once again. Monterey Jack. Loving it. Rescue Rangers. The Dodo. Our first uncommon. LaFou. Cake Thief. Magica Dispel. We had her brother earlier. Now we got her in there. Dance of Darkness. When you play this character, you may return one of your other characters to your hand to draw a card. All right. Look at that. That's not bad. I mean, it's 5 cost, uninkable, but, Beyond the Horizon, this is another really great card for this set. It's only an uncommon, but Sing Together 7. It's a 7 cost, obviously. Choose any number of players. They discard their hands and draw 3 cards each. Pretty powerful card. Now, obviously, it's got a high cost on it, but by using Sing Together, you could easily, get this out fairly earlier than, you might normally, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's a good one. Tiana, Natural Talent. Again, this was the art we saw on one of the dividers earlier. Singer 6. So captivating melody. Whenever you play a song, each opposing character gets -1 until start of your turn. Alice, clumsy as can be, accident prone. Whenever this character quests, put 1 damage counter on each other character. All right. And then we got an uncommon foil here. Chip, quick thinker. I'll handle this. When you play this character, chosen opponent chooses and discards a card. There you go. And then we got another art card here for our puzzle piece with the snake there. Near Jafar's castle, it would seem. All right, so it looks like it's funny, we got more mini packs than we did Rapunzel and Jafar. Not that necessarily means anything, just noting it. All right, Fred, a master science enthusiast. So I think this takes me back to our No, maybe not. I was thinking maybe that had something to do with our divider earlier. Maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't seen every Disney movie. What can I tell you? Rhino, 1/16th wolf, tiny howl. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -1 until start of your next turn. It's a 1 cost, 1/2, 1 lore. So, you know, not bad there. Poe to spell again. Olaf, recapping the story. Endless tale. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -1. Okay. Genie, Satisfied Dragon, we saw that earlier. Mushu, saw him earlier. The Nephew's Piggy Bank, Inside Job. You have a character named Donald Duck in play. You pay 1 less to play this item, which would make it a 1 cost. Payoff, exert it. Chosen character gets -1 until the start of your next turn. All right. The Coachman, Greedy Deceiver, Wild Ride. While 2 or more characters of yours are exerted, this character gets +2 and gains evasive. Okay. Oh, interesting. I don't think that's on purpose. But maybe it is. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it might be sand. So maybe that's actually on the art. I don't know if that's a defect or not. I'll have to look up this card and see if I can find that out. That's interesting. Because it does. It looks like sand. Anyway, walk the plank. Your pirate characters gain exert, banish chosen damaged character this turn. Wow, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Stitch! Look at you, little buddy. Alien Troublemaker. I win during your turn whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge. You may draw a card and gain 1 lore. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Fantastical and magical. Sing together 9. For each character that sang this song, draw a card and gain 1 lore. Okay, so yeah, that can be a big card depending on when you play it, how you play it. And then we got a common for our foil. Monterey Jack. We've already seen that. Another 19 for our story card. All right, last 2 packs. Let's see if we can get another legendary or even an elusive enchanted. We'll see. We'll see. All right, Mad Dog, Carnage's first mate. Are you sure this is safe, Captain? If you have a character named Don Carnage in play, you pay 1 less to play this character. All right. Charlotte LeBoeuf, Mardi Gras Princess. 1 cost, 1/3, 1 lore. Poe to spell. The Mouse Queen, Magic Carpet, Brutus, Fearsome Crocodile. You know, I said earlier that we got Nero, we got Brutus before, not Nero, and so we had both of them, Brutus and Nero. Jeweled Collar, Welcome Extravagance. Whenever one of your characters is challenged, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. All right, not bad. 2 cost. Emerald Sapphire. Napoleon, Clever Bloodhound. Figaro, that was the name of that cat earlier that I couldn't think of. It was Geppetto's cat. It was Geppetto's cat. Eileen, Precious Friend, while you have a character in play with more attack than each opposing character, this character gets, strength rather, gets +2 lore. Not bad. And Into the Unknown, there it is. That's another one of those chase cards. So between Radigan and Into the Unknown and our uncommon Beyond the Horizon, we're doing pretty good as far as some of those chase cards go. So, and obviously your mileage may vary, right? Like everybody has their own opinion on what constitutes a chase card and what doesn't, what they're going to use, what they really need. You know, some cards they're just not interested in. But anyway, for Blurple, here we go. Put chosen exerted character into their player's inkwell face down and exerted. It's a 3 cost, which also, you know, can be sung by a 3 cost character. So not bad at all. Yeah. And then we get the uncommon Ice Spikes. When you play this item, exert chosen opposing character. It's stuck. Exert 1 ink, exert chosen opposing item. It can't ready at the start of its next turn. All right, so not bad there. And then 16 for our story card. Last pack. Let's see if we get a little last pack match. I mean, I can't complain. I got 2 legendaries out of this trove. I mean, that's definitely better than I've done on some troves where I've gotten 1 legendary. And then, you know, I have had a trove where I hit an enchanted before. That was Azurite C. But in general, I mean, I cannot complain about this trove at all. Dale, Bumbler, 1 cost, 1/3, 1 lore. Antonio's a Jaguar, 2 cost, 1/4, 1 lore. You want to go where? When you play this character, if you have a character named Antonio Madrigal in play, gain 1 lore. All right, not bad. Royal Guard, heavily armed. Whenever you draw a card, this character gains Challenger +1. I get 1+1 strength while challenging. All right. Yeah, that could, I mean, obviously that could work. I think we got that earlier, actually. The Wardrobe, we definitely got that earlier. Dump Truck, we got that earlier. Lumiere, we got that one earlier. Uncommon is Get Out. Interesting. Again, really cool artwork here. We're seeing Gaston and Beast in, you know, Jafar's in Agrabah basically, from the looks of it here. I'm really digging that art. I'm digging the way that they're telling the story in the art. Banish chosen character, then return an item card from your discard to your hand. 6 cost, but, cool effect. Chip, quick thinker. Light the fuse. Kuzco, impulsive llama. And Minnie Mouse, daring defender. Oh, we did get an ultra rare in our foil spot, so we'll see what that is in just a second. Let's take a look at this mini real quick, though. She's got bodyguard. She's 0/8, 4 cost, 1 lore. And True Valor, this character gets +1 strength for each 1 damage on her. Great card. Love this card. This is actually the box topper promo for this set as well. I dig this card quite a bit, actually. Amber Ruby, mileage may vary, we'll see. And then Yzma is our ultra rare foil. Why do we even have that lever? When you play this character, if you have a card named Pull the Lever in your discard, you may search your deck for a card named Wrong Lever and reveal that card to all players. Put that card into your hand and shuffle your deck. So I don't have a Pull Your Lever, but I do have a Wrong Lever and an Yzma. So I guess I'm 2/3 of the way there, right? To that combo. Yzma on edge, 6 cost, 3/6, 2 lore. Look at that. Very, very nice. I cannot make any complaints about this. We got 2 legendaries. We got 2 ultra rares. We got the uncommon chase and Beyond the Horizon. We got actually 3 ultra rares because of the Yzma there at the end of the foil. Got the mini rare. So I'm very happy. I'm stoked about this set. I think it looks great, and I think that it's always fun. I've loved pretty much since the first set. I thought Lorcana was just such a cool game. I loved bringing the Disney characters in, telling this fun story. It's similar in some ways to something like Kingdom Hearts, right? Using these characters in new ways, new situations, diving into that fantasy element, bringing these characters together in exciting ways, and then of course just letting you craft your decks and play and have fun just like you would with any TCG. So I think Ravensburger's done a great job. I'm super excited about what's to come. Fabled, of course, will be the next set. We're going to get reprints, we're going to get new art, we're going to get new rarities, all sorts of really cool stuff. So it's just a new dawn for Lorcana coming in August. But in the meantime, we have Reign of Jafar, which again looks to be a super cool set. We'll see how it does, how it affects the meta. It looks like Ruby and Steel are definitely going to be doing well. Looks like Blurple, the aforementioned Blurple, is on my brain because I was reading an article the other day about how it could come out of this set being the deck to go after. We'll see what that looks like. But the whole point is to have fun. So I hope folks are out on Tuesdays in Roselle, Thursdays in Batavia, having a great time with Lorcana. Of course, you can pick up all the new cards at the store now. Singles are in stock as well. We've got you covered when it comes to any of the accessories that you might want, including deck boxes and binders and portfolios and card sleeves, etc. We've got it. We also got this really cool new thing in from Gamegenic. It's like a game crate, and it's got room for multiple decks. It's got room for all your tokens, all your things. It's just it's a really cool case. I don't know that I necessarily want one, because one of the things I do love is kind of just showing off my deck boxes sometimes, or being able to kind of like have like the cool accessories that Ravensburger's made. And I don't know that they would fit inside of this crate. But that said, if you're not worried about the aesthetics in that way, you've got some cool sleeves, you got cool tokens, you want to just throw them into this really cool crate to carry around, and you want to have a couple of decks ready to go when it comes to Lorcana, check it out. It's really cool. We just got that in stock, came out on Friday, May 30th. So just yesterday at the time I'm recording this video, which I'll probably get this out pretty soon, because obviously the set's already out there. I wanted to do this a few days ago. I just didn't get the chance to. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, stay safe out there, and always, always roll responsibly.